Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Welcome to this yoga class for the springtime. We've officially entered into Kapha season, and in Kapha season, there is the elements of water and earth. We can experience more of a rainy, kind of cold environment. So, this class is intended to help balance out the change in the seasons from winter, spring, and then into summer. So, in Kapha season, we really want to focus on moving, stimulating the body, and getting that circulation going, building up a big toes touch, knees are wide, palms of the hands are touching the earth, and forehead just relaxes down. Breathe deeply into the body, into the lungs. Finding yourself really connected with the earth. Inviting in gratitude for these longer days, more sunlight, and the transition of the seasons. Take one more breath here as we really ground in. As you complete that exhale, shift forward into a tabletop position. Hands come underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll begin in cat-cow. So first, heart gaze is up, shoulders back, elbows slightly bent, hips reach to the sky. Breathe. Feeling this arch in the spine. Tuck the tailbone under, tuck the chin into the chest. Press the hands into the earth, finding more spaciousness in the back of the heart. Cow pose. Heart gazes forward. Cat pose. Tuck the chin. Flow through this 2 more times at your own pace. Adding in any movements that feel good here for your body. That final cat pose, come back to neutral. Plant the left hand into the earth, reach the right fingertips up to the sky. One long line of energy from those left fingertips to the right fingertips. Look up at that right thumb. Tuck the right fingertips under and thread the needle. Rest the right cheek onto the earth. Walk the left fingertips up to the top of your mat. Find more space here. Breathe into the lungs. Walk the left fingertips back underneath the left shoulder. Right fingertips untwist and come up to the sky. Breathe here. On the exhale, right fingertips come back underneath the right shoulder. Other side, left fingertips reach to the sky. One long line of energy from the right hand all the way to the left fingertips. Complete your exhale and left fingertips reach underneath your body. Right fingertips walk out to the front of the mat. Breathe into this position, finding more space in the lungs. Walk the right fingertips back underneath the right shoulder. Left fingertips reach to the sky. On your exhale, left fingertips come back down to the earth. Find your neutral tabletop position here. Tuck the toes under, press up into downward facing dog. Really ground into this position here. Fingertips are wide, head hangs heavy, hips up to the sky. Begin to press the heels of the feet into the earth, finding more space in your body. Deep breath in and let it go. Look up in between the hands and step up to a half lift to lengthen the spine. Forward fold. Come on all the way up, reach up, stretch. Palms face forward, mountain pose. Hands reach up, stretch, look up, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the knees, shift the weight forward, lower all the way down. Hands come underneath the shoulders, peel the heart up. Cobra pose. Tuck the toes under, push up to downward facing dog. Reset in your downward facing dog, maybe adjust the feet, adjust the hands, spread the fingertips wide, allow the head to hang heavy. Heels press towards the earth. Look up in between the hands. Step forward, halfway lift. Chair pose, reach the hands up, sit the hips back. Find a strong foundation in this pose. 3 breaths here. Sink a little bit lower. Pinkies face forward. Complete that exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Right foot steps forward. Lunge, right fingertips come up, twist. Look up at that right lung, the right thumb. One long line of energy from the left hand all the way to the right fingertips. Find strength in your legs here. Plant the hand down, step the right foot back, plank pose. Left foot comes forward. Left fingertips come up, twist. One long line of energy from the right hand all the way to the left fingertips. Look up at that left thumb. Feeling a strong foundation in the legs. Complete your exhale, left hand comes down. Step back, plank pose. Bend at the elbows, lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes, tops of the feet. Touch the earth, hands find the low ribs, and peel the heart up. Gentle heart opening here. Shift back into child's pose. Root back into the earth here. Finding a sense of stability, foundation of strength. Shift forward, tabletop position. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Reset here. Stretch the fingertips wide, allow the head to hang heavy. Look forward, step forward, halfway lift. Fold forward. Fingertips touch the earth. Step that left foot back, lower down that back knee, untuck the toes, reach up, slight back bend, opening the fingertips, clasping the thumbs, aiming to gaze at that back wall. Deep breath here, finding spaciousness in the lungs, finding strength in that front leg, rooting down into the front right foot. Shift the weight forward, plant the hands, lift that back left knee, step up into halfway lift. Fingertips touch the earth, right foot steps back, lower down the right knee, untuck those right toes, reach up, back bend, tuck the thumbs, heart gazes forward, breathe. Finding strength, foundation in that front left foot, really rooting into the earth here. Find a little bit more opening in your back bend. Back to center. Plant the hands, step forward, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up to the sky. Hands come to heart center. Walk the feet out, distance of your mat. Toes slightly angled outwards. Tuck the tailbone under. Begin to bend at the knees and lower all the way down into yogi squat. Make any adjustments that are necessary for you here. Begin to shift the weight slightly right, slightly left, finding a little bit of mobility in the hips. And then find stability, strength, foundation. Press the triceps into the inner thighs. Heart is forward. Left fingertips come down to the earth on the left side of you, and right fingertips open up wide, finding a twist in this yogi squat. Look on up at those right thumb, the right fingertips. Hands come to heart center, find stability. Look forward, heart forward. Right fingertips come to the right side of the earth. Left hand reaches up to the sky, twist here. Hands come to heart center. Hands come to the earth. Come on up into a forward fold. Allow the head to just hang heavy here. Maybe grab at the elbows into a ragdoll. Walk the feet in, hip distance apart. Halfway lift, find length in the spine. Forward fold. Reach all the way up to the sky. Palms to the heart center. Palms face forward. Mountain pose. Reach the hands up and forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Shift the weight forward, bend at the elbows and lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck those back toes. Hands find the low ribs. Peel the heart off the earth. And shift back into child's pose. Reconnecting with the earth. Connecting with your breath. Shift forward, tabletop position. Tuck the back toes, downward facing dog. Look up. Step forward, halfway lift. Fold forward. All the way up to the sky. Hands find heart center. Palms face forward, mountain pose. Really root into the earth here. Reach the hands up overhead and forward fold. Plant the palms on the earth. Step that right foot back and at an angle. Lift the torso, warrior pose. Make any adjustments as necessary. for this to feel good in your body. Left knee is over the left ankle, pinkies pointing forward. Hands come to heart. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Maybe stay here in this revolved warrior or open up for a little bit deeper twist. Breathe deeply in this position. One more deep breath. Complete the exhale. Come all the way up to warrior pose. Swivel the back right toes facing outward, just as necessary. Hands to heart center, squat down, goddess pose. 3 deep breaths here. Feeling the strength in your legs, in your foundation. One more deep breath. Swivel back, warrior pose. Hands come to find the earth, plank pose. Right foot steps forward, left foot swivels back at that 45-degree angle. Lift up, warrior pose. Really root down through the bottoms of both feet. Right knee is in alignment with the right ankle. Bend a little bit deeper into this posture. Pinkies face forward, finding strength coming out of your arms. Hands find heart center. Left elbow comes on to the right side of the right thigh. Twist here. Stay in this position or open up for a little bit of a deeper twist. Try to gaze up at that right thumb. Deepen your breath in this position. Complete the exhale all the way back up to warrior pose. Heart is forward, rebend into that right knee. And swivel both feet, toes pointed out. Hands come to heart center, come down into goddess pose. Finding strength in the thighs here. Tuck the tailbone under. 3 breaths. Face the top of the mat, warrior pose. Rebend into that right knee. Let the soles of the feet down. Hands find the earth. Right foot steps back, plank pose. Shift the weight forward, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Just relax here for a moment. Find the hands in front of your face to rest the forehead on top of. Begin to walk the fingertips to your tailbone, clasping the hands behind you. Lengthen the toes, peel the heart up, lift the tops of the feet off the earth, coming into locust pose. Stomach and pelvic bone are on the floor. Breathe deeply. One more breath. And release to the earth. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back into child's pose. Walk the fingertips behind you to an embryo pose if that feels comfortable. If not, you can stay in child's pose, but just creating this sense of being very close to your body, being close to the earth, being very grounded. Walk the fingertips out in front of you. Allow the torso to come up. Swivel the legs out and over and come on to your back body. Lower. Bring the knees into the chest. Grab a hold of that right knee. Left leg, it extends outward. Lift the torso. Squeeze the right knee into the body. One more breath. Release the torso down. Right foot walks out long. Left knee comes into the chest. Grab a hold of that left shin. Take a deep breath. And lift the torso up. Nose touches the knee. 3 breaths. Complete the exhale. Release the head down, the torso to the earth. Bring both knees into the chest. Lift the arms up, lift the legs up to a dead bug. Feel the lower back touching the earth. Just notice what this feels like. Giving your hands and feet a break from holding yourself up. Allowing the circulation to just flow from the fingertips all the way to your organs, flowing from the toes all the way down your legs. One more breath in this position. Lower the hands and the feet to touch the earth. And come on into your final resting position, opening the palms up to the sky. Feet comes to the corner of your mat. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Relax into this pose. Begin to deepen your breath. Follow yourself back into your body. Wiggle the fingertips and the toes. Invite in some larger movements. Maybe reach the hands overhead for a full body stretch. Roll on over to one side, eventually making your way up to a seated position. Hands come to heart center. Reconnecting with that sense of gratitude for this change of seasons, for springtime, for the earth awakening from its winter slumber, for the birds that are singing in the morning, for the longer hours of daylight. And to open the eyes. We'll end class with one final breath together. Exhale to let it all go. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, release. Release the hands from the heart center. And thank you so much for practicing with me today.